Backdoor Roth IRA with Schwab. Today, I'm showing you the exact steps, click by click, for doing a backdoor Roth IRA at Schwab. If at this moment you're wondering, what the heck is a backdoor Roth IRA, or you aren't sure if a backdoor Roth IRA is appropriate for you or not, scroll down to the description and I've got a free one-page PDF guide that in about 30 seconds will tell you exactly what you should be doing. For everyone else, this is not an endorsement of Schwab. They're not sponsoring this video. You can do this on most other platforms with more or less the exact same steps. I just happen to use Schwab. So with that being said, here are the exact steps for doing a backdoor Roth IRA contribution at Schwab. Step 1, we need to open some accounts. So if you don't already have an IRA and a Roth IRA open, it's time to open those accounts. So you're going to come to the Schwab homepage or log in if you're already there. Go to Accounts and Products, click Open New Account, and it's going to bring you right here. If you don't have either or both of these accounts, you're going to go through the account opening process that looks just like this. It's very easy to do. So if you need a traditional IRA, first you're going to click on Traditional IRA and you'll go through these steps, fill out your information. If you want to add a trusted contact, you can. This is not necessary. These are for folks who want to make sure someone else has access in case they become incapacitated or something like that. Always add a beneficiary to all of your retirement accounts, at least one, if not two. Fill out your employment status, go through these other basic questions for account opening, paperless documents. Then you'll get to this page where people tend to have questions, which is limited margin and options trading, yes or no. The bottom line here is, folks, if you don't know what limited margin is or what options trading is, then just say no. You don't need to mess with it. And if it's on the traditional IRA, we're not doing any trading in this account anyways, so you can definitely say no. Thinkorswim trading platform on Schwab. Again, if you're not familiar with this, just say no and keep on going. Check out the terms and conditions, read through all of those. You'll click agree. You'll come to this screen that's saying either your application's approved or it's under review. Most folks will be approved immediately. Mine went under review because I'm in the financial services industry. Okay, once you've opened both of your accounts, you will be able to log into Schwab. You'll be able to go to your accounts and it'll look something like this, where you will see a Roth IRA and what they call a contributory IRA or a traditional IRA. All right, the IRA should have no money in it. If it does, then you need to go back. This strategy probably isn't for you. Okay, the next step that you need to do is link your external account. So we're going to link our bank account where we're going to contribute the money from. You're going to click on the Move Money up here at the top. It'll bring you to Transfers and Payments. Click on External Accounts here and click Add Bank Account and go through the steps for adding your bank account. What you want to make certain that you do not do is do not link your bank account to the Roth IRA. We're not able to contribute directly into the Roth IRA. That's why we're doing all this. We make too much money. So connect your bank accounts to your traditional IRA, not the Roth IRA. Go through the connecting the bank account information sections. Your checking savings doesn't matter. Routing, checking number, account number, all that good stuff. Once it is linked, there may be a verification that you need to go through. Once it is linked and you go into log into Schwab and look at your external accounts, it will say linked. You'll have these check marks here next to the accounts that you connected. That's how you know you're good to go. Okay, the next step here that we have to go through is the non-deductible IRA contribution. This is where we're putting money into the traditional IRA, but we don't get a tax deduction for it. And I will warn you, nowhere on these screens or any platforms will you see anything that says non-deductible contribution. You're just making a contribution. You have to file it as non-deductible separately when you do your taxes, okay? So you'll log into Schwab. You'll click on Move Money, go over to Transfers and Payments. It will bring you to this screen. You're going to click on Online Transfers, transferring money between your accounts. What you'd like to transfer, cash only. We're not moving securities. We're only moving cash here. You're going to select which account it's coming from. So for instance, I've got my Bank of America account that you're going to select down here. The next step is selecting where it's going to. You're selecting the contributory IRA or traditional IRA. Again, it's not going to say non-deductible IRA contribution. I've just got these notes up here. You're just setting up a transfer from your bank account to your traditional IRA. The next step is to select the dollar amount. For 2026, the max contribution is $7,500. One thing that I want to note is that this is not a strategy that you're going to set up for monthly recurring, and this is not a strategy that you want to do, say, 2025 contributions in April of 2026. You do not want to mess with that with backdoor Roth IRAs. Just take my word for it. It will make your accounting and taxes and paperwork a mess. So you're doing this one time. If you can do the max, do the max. If you're doing less, do less. It's fine. But you're only doing this once in each year. My recommended time to do it is between about May and September. And that's from my experience with paperwork that comes from this stuff. Okay, so you will start to fill out this screen with the amount that you are contributing one time and the date. You will scroll down to the bottom to click submit your transfer. You'll review the transfer. This is the money going in to your traditional IRA. This was my 2025. You can do 7,500 in now 2026. You'll go through, you'll click submit. Give it a day or two, and then your funds will show up inside of the traditional IRA. Once that's done, now it is time for the backdoor part of this strategy, where we're moving the funds from the IRA to the Roth IRA. So again, you're going to log into your Schwab platform, go to Move Money, click Transfer and Payments, click Online Transfers, click Cash Only, except now this time you're moving it not from your bank account, but from your IRA or contributory IRA, as they call it, to your Roth IRA. And you're going to move the entire amount that you contributed, and it should be the only amount in that account to begin with. So if you put 7,500 in, you're moving 7,500 from your IRA to your Roth IRA. You'll enter in the amount here one time, the transfer date, then hit continue. And it will bring you to this screen where it should say your year-to-date distributions are 0 and your prior years could have a number there if you did the strategy in the previous year. If you didn't, it will just say year 0. It's not important, but you want your year-to-date to say year 0 because you're only doing this one time. Now you're going to scroll down to look at the withholding, and this is really important. There was no money in your IRA. You made a non-deductible contribution, so there's no tax benefit here. Therefore, when you're moving the money out, there's nothing to be withheld. There's nothing to pay taxes on. That's the whole purpose of this backdoor strategy. So your federal taxes withheld should be 0, and your state taxes should be no, so that when you see the gross amount you're transferring to the total amount that's moving, it should be the same number. There should be 0 tax withholding. You'll click continue. It will bring you to a review and submit transfer. Just make sure that you're going from your IRA to your Roth IRA and that the dollar amounts are all set up. There's no withholding and the total is the same as your cash transfer amount. You'll click continue, read through the terms and conditions, and then click submit. That's the backdoor strategy. That is exactly how you do it at Schwab. The last step that is funny that people miss this is invest the money inside of the Roth IRA. Don't forget about this and just leave it in cash. Once the money settles in your Roth IRA, which might take a day or two, log back in and go ahead and invest the money however you're going to invest it. And the very last step I should have said is you need to make yourself a note about Form 8606. If you do your taxes yourself, make yourself a note. If you have an accountant do your taxes for you, then send them a note as a reminder that you made a non-deductible IRA contribution and that they need to make sure that they complete Form 8606. This is the only place, the only form that you're going to see anything about a non-deductible IRA. That's what kind of makes actually doing this a little bit confusing. But you need to make sure you fill out this form. This is extremely important. You have to do this every year that you do this strategy. You have to fill out Form 8606. And essentially, The account should be starting with a zero balance at the beginning of the year and ending with a zero balance at the end of the year because you moved money in and you moved money out. That is everything for today on how to do a backdoor Roth IRA contribution on the Schwab Investors platform. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button down below. We do this stuff for you every single week, and it really helps our channel out a lot. Thanks so much again, and I look forward to seeing you next time.